Cambridge has many charming side streets, like this one, Little St Mary's Lane. It has quaint cottages from the 16th, 17th and 18th century. And it is just here where the University of Cambridge first began. We are in Little St Mary's churchyard. It is on this site that the University of Cambridge was first started nearly 800 years ago, when in 1209 a group of students fled Oxford after a series of riots, ended violently in the deaths of several of their fellow academics. When the students first arrived in Cambridge, they lodged in St Peter's Church, which stood on these grounds. The students quickly established themselves, and soon it was obvious that this new academic community in Cambridge required their own buildings. In 1284, Hugh de Balsham, who was the Bishop of Ely, founded Peterhouse next door, the first of the 31 colleges of Cambridge University. Shortly after their departure, the Church of St Peter's collapsed, and in 1352, Little St Mary's was built in its place. Inside the church, there's a memorial to one of the church ministers who had a very famous nephew. Let's go in and have a look. This is Godfrey Washington's memorial. Godfrey Washington was the great uncle of George Washington, the first president of the United States of America. If we take a look at the Washington family coat of arms, we can see that it consists of stars, stripes, and an eagle. This coat of arms was used in 1776 for the basis of the American flag and crest. Next to Little St Mary's Church is Peterhouse, the oldest of the 31 colleges of Cambridge University. Parts of the college are over 700 years old. The galleries and chapel at Peterhouse were built in 1632, while Matthew Wren, who was Sir Christopher Wren's uncle, was the college master. Peterhouse today has approximately 300 students, and it is the smallest undergraduate college of the university. Like many of the colleges at Cambridge, Peterhouse has had a number of exceptionally brilliant students, including William Brewster, who was the leader of the Pilgrim Fathers, who founded the first permanent European settlement in New England, Charles Babbage, who invented the first computer, the engineer, Sir Frank Whittle, who invented the jet engine, and the scientist, Henry Cavendish, who is best remembered for weighing the Earth. He estimated the world to be 6,000 million tons. He must have had very big hands. The colleges and faculties of the university are spread out around the city. A walk along any of the city streets will take you past university buildings. This one is Corpus Christi College. It was founded in 1352. One former master of Corpus Christi was Matthew Parker. He played an important part in the establishment of the Church of England in the 16th century. However, tourists are more likely to remember him because people believe that he was the original Nosy Parker. He had a very inquisitive mind and a rather large proboscis. The city of Cambridge today has over 100,000 inhabitants. However, Students and residents are encouraged not to use cars, making Cambridge a very pleasant city. In addition, most of the courtyards and gardens of the central colleges are open to the public, so visitors can easily escape the hustle and bustle of the city. Entering a college can be quite breathtaking. They are historically and architecturally spectacular, no less so than here at Emmanuel College. The college was founded during the reign of Elizabeth I in 1584, and it was the university's first Protestant college. In front of us is the college chapel and cloister gallery, designed by Sir Christopher Wren in 1666. It was Wren's second chapel in Cambridge. We will see another building by Sir Christopher Wren a little later on our tour. Like most of the 31 colleges of the University of Cambridge, Emmanuel is centred around a number of beautiful courts. Student accommodation, teaching rooms and offices are accessed via staircases, such as this one, directly from the courts. At Emmanuel, there is even a tunnel under one of the main city roads that link the college courts together. The university and its colleges are associated with many important events in English and world history. Emmanuel College itself played a very significant role in the establishment of the English colonies in North America. During the 17th century, Emmanuel College became the centre of new Puritan thought. Many of its graduates emigrated to New England to pursue their religion in their own way, greatly shaping the religious character of the United States that we know today. One of those students was John Harvard. He emigrated in 1637. Unfortunately, a year later, he died of consumption. He left money and his collection of books to a school in Newtown, Massachusetts. In his honor, the school was renamed Harvard University, and Newtown in Massachusetts was renamed Cambridge. How original! Visitors to Cambridge are sometimes surprised to find themselves with very wet feet. There are open water channels that run along one of the main city streets. To find the source of the water, we need to make our way to a monument on Trumpington Street. This is Hobson's Conduit, built in 1614 to bring fresh water to the people of Cambridge. Although no longer used for the modern-day water supply, runnels can still be seen along Trumpington Street. The conduit was named after a local man, Thomas Hobson. Thomas Hobson owned stables here in Cambridge and insisted that his customers hire the horse nearest the door, as it had rested the longest. This resulted in the expression Hobson's choice, because Hobson's customers had no choice at all.